delighted to welcome to the studio none other than the artistic director and the conductor of the New York Chamber of Players, none other than Giacomo Franci. Giacomo, welcome to the program.
Here I am.
You have been a fixture on these programs for many years. You're working with Anna Uspenskaya, and you conducted some of the performances that we've been talking about on these programs, the ones in February. Are there any particular performers or any of the performances that stand out in your mind that you might talk about for a minute?
Well, there has been two guest artists coming for the concert in February. A wonderful singer from Czech Republic, Noema Erba, and then we did a contemporary piece also that was very interesting from a composer from Luxembourg. Then the rest it reflects always this policy of encouraging talent also from very young age and putting them in this one of the most, maybe the most famous stage in the world, which is Carnegie Hall. I think this is a great endeavor because the name Carnegie Hall is a magical name. I'm not saying it because this sounds, fancy. It's true.
True.
Myself, the first time I performed at Carnegie Hall was 1998, and until then I was playing a few little concerts here and there. After that, I got professional invitation, and I think as it happened to me, why it shouldn't happen to other very talented musicians? So
right.
It's very, very important.
Yes, indeed. Now, you mentioned that this program is an opportunity for young artists to blossom and to really have a wonderful opportunity to play at Carnegie. But as you look forward, you're working quite a bit, aren't you, on developing new programs for young musicians. Perhaps you can talk about your coming plans.
So this formula that we do through auditions, and we feature this artist. So the next one is on June 28th. We have another concerting program there, and then meanwhile we are also developing a possibility for recordings. Also, recordings are very important. Why are they very important? They are very important for two main aspects. One, the development of your artistic skill, of your professional level. And second is with the recordings often come reviews, and with the reviews come more exposure and notoriety of the name and so forth and so on. So we are promoting this. Before I collaborated with Sound Espressivo, my orchestra, when it's been formed, have had the same mission statement: the promotion of meritorious talent from very young age through professional life and so forth and so on.
So you're working with both young musicians and instrumentalists and singers, but you're also working with composers too, aren't you?
Yes. The promotion of new music is the future of classical music, and
right.
There is not enough emphasis in the big orchestras to do that. And then, I mean, it would be a long story. The big orchestra sometimes feature music that is not so friendly to the public, and it would be a long discussion about this. I'm not trying to say that they feature music that's not good. I'm not trying to say that. I'm saying that the listening of some contemporary music is not so friendly to the public, and
right.
Sometimes he gets into a dispersion of of funding if that doesn't get to a goal. We often like to promote music that is a little more friendly to the listener.
Right.
Meanwhile, music of level. So it's not like we like I don't know, to feature some pop tunes or whatever.
Right.
It's music of artistic level that meanwhile is also more friendly
Right.
to the general public.
I noticed we've recently had the 100th anniversary of the birth of Pierre Boulez, but I notice that many of the radio stations are playing his recordings of music of Debussy and Stravinsky and even romantic, but not much of his own music.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. You know, if you go to, even if you go to a Met Opera, it's always the same 3 or 4 operas, right. And then Beethoven symphonies all the time, and it's okay. But yeah, it needs new music. So new music is the future of classical music.
Yes, and I've noticed myself that some of the new music of late, I don't want to say it's neo-romantic or anything, but it seems to be much more melodic and much more, to use your word, friendly.
Yeah, but there is a little comment there, or a big comment. The thing is, the so-called New Age music.
Oh.
So sometimes it's confused as classical music. Again, this will be a long. Right. Maybe we can do a separate program about this. So there is some confusion that is the music by Einaudi, for example, is not classical music according to me. Or music written for movies, also often not classical music. What I was meaning by friendly listening, for example, I'll drop some names: Philip Glass, Steve Reich, Arvo Pärt. This is classical music. That is, it has a tonal polarity, or is tonal, and it's more understandable, more listenable, but meanwhile is an historic music. It's right. Music that we will listen, I'm pretty sure, 100, 200 years from now. So that is something that we have been doing. Also, we do also more serial music, but we have a sympathy toward that kind of genre.
Right. Yes, I think we're in agreement about this.
Good.
And just one other thing, I noticed in your bio that you recently appeared with David Duvall on his program Piano Matters, and that's a very wonderful program.
Oh, that has been a big honor for me as a concert pianist. He featured music by Aaron Copland in his twice in his radio program, and he put my name beside, I don't, like Sviatoslav Richter,
right,
Alfred
right.
Cortot, all these legendary
right.
pianists than me. Yes.
Yes.
So it's been a big honor, and of course I listed that in my biography.
Yes, it's a wonderful program. He's had it on for decades, and so it's quite an honor to be on there. I thought I'd mention that to our listeners. It's called Piano Matters, and
Piano
David Duvall.
Yeah.
It's heard on WWFM in Trenton, but I believe it's syndicated quite far and wide.
No, well, one was also on WQXR.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, WQXR, yes.
Yeah,
the station used to be owned by the New York Times, but now by New York Public Radio. Well, as usual, Maestro, it's wonderful to talk with you, and we wish you the best, particularly in your work with the young artists and the composers, and we'll be following your work very closely.
Okay, it's always an honor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maestro.